Lot number 37, Duroc Gilt, 36-4. This is a Statement Day Whip and Spur Mastermind.
Yeah, sired by the record-selling Statement Day, bore on the top side. Bottom side's kind of a fun pedigree, so these are out of the 1-2 sow from Maxwell. She would be a Whip and Spur. The grandma of these pigs would be Caden's Reserve Grand at Indy there a few years ago. The great-grandma would be a littermate to Maximus, so that pedigree, and then back in there, the great-great-grandma would be the Blair sow. I mean, about as impressive of a pedigree as you're going to find on red hogs. And then you see this one on the screen, the 38-4. She comes, big enough in her kind. She's super elevated and good about her front end. Angles and joints all read very, very good. I mean, she's square about her chest, square about her knee, and does it in a big package where and I would read her ideal in terms of a maturity on red hogs today. Takes a good long stride behind. This gilt really, to me, only has one fault. She is short underline, so that does limit a few things that you can do with her. But at the same time, value in the pedigree, she can compete on the pure influence, and then Jackpot and some of those other shows where that's underline's not looked at quite as hard, right? So still lots of value here in this gilt.
Yeah, absolutely lots of value, and being a short underline deal, I mean, usually to show that thing in a pure influence setting, I mean, that's a pretty unique opportunity, but yet this gilt particularly, you get right on top of her. For her look and presence from the side, she's very opened up in the center part of her body. I think she's got a striking look from the side. She's tall-shouldered. She's good about her blade and how she opens up right out of the backside of her shoulder. But yet certainly one that from the side, I think that she transitions so smooth in her upper lines and in the way that she's built and her design sets inside of her there on the side profile, I think is very unique. Now, again, got a 5-titted Duroc gilt here that we're talking about. Can only show her in certain settings, but that's also something that I think can be a benefit that somebody needs to take advantage of, because if you study pedigree alone, this pedigree just has winner written all over it. I think a very, very nice gilt here that's got a lot of things you can do with.